Welcome back. Today we are starting a new Let's Play with the Dream Home Designer pack, and this is Ichka. She has just moved to Mount Komorebi, and she wants to be an interior designer. So I'm just showing you a few of her outfits, mostly styled looks. We are going to start by building her a little starter home, and I don't really build starter homes often, so of course I immediately ran out of money. So we are going to have an office that just has a desk in it and a chair, but that's totally fine. We can always add more when we come up with the money from our gigs. So it is just going to be a 2-bed, 1-bath house, and she is living here alone currently. She does have the soulmate aspiration though, so she does want to find someone to be with, but that is going to be a later thing for her. I was thinking that I will probably, play her life through. So this will continue as she gets married and has children and all that stuff. So it's not entirely about the interior design gig, but it is because that's her job, and we're going to be going with her on her job every time. So that is what's going on here. And I am just putting on the windows. I did want to kind of keep it sort of in line with the other um, snowy escape builds because we are here in Mount Komorebi and it is just a starter home. I think that maybe in the future when she gets more money, she could build her own house or move into a different house. And with that, she would kind of go really overboard with her design. But for right now, she can only do the interior, of course. You buy a house, and if you only have $75 in the bank, you're not going to redo the siding on the house. So we are just making her front porch here, and I am going to add in some doors. I did want to try and use stuff from the new pack as much as possible. Of course, I'm like using stuff and watching as the money goes down. So we are just handling some roofing here. 2 pieces of roofing, and I'll just duplicate that, add a couple windows up there, pretend it's like a little attic or crawl space or something. And then we will try and look for some outside siding. Of course, I decided to use some of the most expensive stuff, but I thought it matched better than some of the other options, so that's what we went with. And I was fiddling around with the windows a little bit, but I knew I would never get them in line by myself, so we're just going to leave them down there. And then we will add in just some basic flooring, and we're going to go really simple on that. Here is the foundation trim, and then we will head inside for doing the wallpaper. So I am trying to choose cheap-ish wallpapers. I was a little nervous. I did want to use this wallpaper for at least her office just because, like I said, trying to use the pack as much as possible. And then it was so hard to choose a wallpaper for out here, and honestly, I'm not even satisfied, but we just really don't have the money for all these expensive things. So then we're adding in some lighting. And like I said, I don't really make starter homes very often, so looking at the prices of everything had me like, oh my gosh. Um, so we'll start with the kitchen, and I do change the wallpaper one more time to that like leafy wallpaper, and we make it like a pinkish color. So I do think that, I mean, it was better than the other one, but honestly, I'm not convinced on this either. But you know what? We're gonna roll with it. She's an interior designer. She will be redoing the house over and over and over again with the seasons. You know how it is. So we are going to come in here now. And okay, I'm really confused about this whole stove thing because I thought that it came with a stove that was like a full stove, but it doesn't seem to. It just has the ones that clip into the counters, and you can't place the the stove top on top of the stove. I don't know. I'm very confused. So I just picked a different stove. I don't want to spend 2 counter spaces on the stove. Anyway, we are coming over here, and just putting in some other things for the kitchen. Just a couple of clutter items. I know I can't really afford them, but I didn't want the kitchen to look so empty. So then we're going to put a dining table down and a couple chairs. We will use more stuff from the pack, and just 2 chairs, a little potted plant. So then we are going to head over to the living room, which of course I wanted to try out the sectional couches. This is actually my first time playing with this pack. So me fumbling around in bill mode because I don't know um, the the objects yet is how it is. So we are just going to use a sectional couch here, which probably we didn't need, but you know what? I wanted it. So we are now just going to put down a couple of like a little tiny TV. And then for the bedroom, we'll use one of the new beds. And I am so running out of money and we haven't even done the bathroom yet. So we are going to move into the bathroom really quick and then go into the office. We're just running really low on money at this point, and I'm like, oh my gosh, am I gonna even be able to afford a desk? So I put this one in here in a chair, and that's like it. We're out of money. We are out of money. So I actually did want to put a window in the bathroom because I went with a tub instead of a shower. If I had a shower, it didn't really matter, but because I didn't, we'll just put a window there. And that's just going to have to be it for now. So we are here with Ichka, and she is going to join the interior designer career. We will get a gig going. No, Judith, we do not want to go to Batu. Also left the mailbox over there. So we only have one option, like you've probably seen in other Let's Plays, is to just do a room renovation. So we actually have 24 hours before that. So I figured, let's go over here to the river and swim around. It'll be nice. So we go over here. And look, there's someone else swimming. So let's introduce ourselves to one of our neighbors. And, but then the welcome wagon shows up at the house and it's like, I'm not at my house. And so we have to run home. And I love this bathing suit. Got it off the Sims resource. It is so cute. But anyway, we are home and we're going to invite the neighbors in. But for some reason, as soon as I invite them in, they're like, forget it. So, okay. Um, Well, that's fine because even though the guy left, Megumi stayed. So we are going to make a new friend with one of our neighbors, even though her husband currently hates us. What an interesting dynamic. Like you are friends with someone and their spouse hates you. So there is where that's going. So we're just trying to make friends. It'd be good to have like a friend to hang out with, maybe go out with on the weekend. I haven't decided. I mean, I think you can do an interior design job every day. So but we're gonna have to take some days off because especially because we have the soulmate aspiration. So we do need to actually live our lives besides the hustle. So our friend has left, but we got a picture with her, so I'm gonna put it. Um, it's our only decor item in the living room. Oh no, wait, we have the plant. So we have a plant and a picture of us and our new friend Megumi. So we are now going to have her cook something to eat. It's actually starting to get late now, so we'll just have her cook something and then watch a little TV and then go to bed so that she is nice and well rested for her gig in the morning. So I do like this lounge chair, although I kind of wish they could get into it from the side. Like, that's not how I would get into a lounge like that. I would just go from the side. But anyway, she was playing in the bath, which I think is super cute. And now we are going to queue up some actions for when she wakes up. Here we go. She's going to go to the bathroom and get something to eat. We made a group meal just so that we could have leftovers and not have to cook every time. So we are just going to wait a little longer, maybe text Megumi, even though it's kind of early, and then head out to our gig at 9. So yeah, we're texting her, even though she's probably annoyed with us, but that's okay. And yeah, so we are just waiting for our gig to start, which is really, really exciting. Our first gig. Honestly, so I updated my mods after the patch, but not after the game was released. So there's a huge possibility that this goes terribly, terribly wrong. So that's fine. And we are here at the Bajorns, and we are going to knock on their door. Hello, your interior designer is here. So here we go, and we will introduce ourselves to their teenager, whose name I don't know, and the mom. I'm not actually that familiar with townies because usually I play legacies and I just like build on top of them. So the townies are long gone by the time I get my hands on them. So they do not like orange. And we are just going to chat with them a little bit, try to get to know everyone. And I did read an article that said like you can ask them in the friendly menu their likes and dislikes as well to get some ideas. So I think um, they like white and they like yellow as well as liking violin and photography. So I figured, the music room is this teenage girl's room. So we are going to redo her room. And honestly, these rooms are huge. They are ginormous. But okay, so we don't like orange. We do like photography. We do like violin. We do like white. We do like purple. So that's what's going on here. And also, we're getting hungry. I don't know how the day is going by so fast. Like it's already 3 p.m. We spent the whole morning just talking to them. So let's take some before pictures. Here we go. And then let's go into build mode and get rid of everything. As it turns, I can't go into my household inventory. I think that kind of defeats the purpose here too, though, because like I feel like you should be able to move things around, like put it away and then take it back out later, but you can't. So if you want to, you have to hold like keep them out of the inventory. So, but I just deleted everything anyway. And I do want to use this new wallpaper, so let's use that. For some reason we can't use the shift key, but I've heard that from other people. So here we go. I'm going to give her a loft bed, and my original plan was to put a keyboard underneath. I thought that would be fun, but that is not how that works apparently. So also apparently the ladder disappears when I move it towards the wall, which is just great. So we are going to try again here, and instead I'm just going to put a desk underneath and we'll put the keyboard somewhere else. I didn't want to get rid of the keyboard or the guitar because she already had those in her room, so I felt like she would want to keep those. And we'll just add in some other decorative items. I added in a camera on the desk because they like photography. And again, we're trying to keep away from orange. So I went with blue. And we are trying to keep up with yellow and white as well, even though you don't see that there. So as for photography, I'm just going to put that on hold right now. We did put a camera there, like I said. And then because she had such a big closet, let's give her a closet space as well. I'm just going to plop down a violin, not the expensive one. They can't afford it. So this is my first time, again, like I said, working with um, these items. So it was kind of hard for me to figure out which items were closets, how big they were, what has hanging stuff on it. So I put this one over here, which I know is like a bookshelf, but you know what? That's her bookshelf too. And then we'll put a little clothes hanging area in the middle here, along with some boxes for shoes. I don't know why that won't clip into place. Don't ask. Um, and then we'll come back for a rug later, but I'm just going to put some clutter items in here, some boxes, some stuff on top, and then some hanging clothes, blue to match the blue bedspread, and then another unit piece right here on the end. So that is pretty much her closet area. And then we are going to put the keyboard and the guitar over here on this wall. So that is going to go over here. Like I said, I wanted to keep them because she already had them. And then I really was kind of running out of ideas. I was like, this room is ginormous. What am I going to do with this room? So I just decided that, okay, we need a photography studio then. So I added in a tripod with a camera and a like person marker, whatever that's called, and then a rug and again, a sectional couch over on the edge here. So that is her room. That's pretty much where we're going to wrap it up. Not my best work, not my worst work. I think that the room size is not great, but Maybe I should have just caved and put a double bed, but I wanted to use the lofted bed now that you can put stuff under it. So I was thinking about stealing their food, but you know what? We have food at home. We can wait. So let's show the client what we've got. And we're going to call them back, and they are smelly. That's great. So I click reveal, which I'm confused by because I hit reveal, and then the game was like, great, let's go home. I didn't even get to like talk to them or anything. I don't know what happened. And that happened to me the second time too. So I don't know if it's one of my mods or if it's just a bug in the game. Here's the deal. I was not going to buy this pack right away because I didn't want to deal with the bugs. Because, I mean, we know they are. Like, we know that that's happening. Everybody's talking about it. So I was going to wait and I just couldn't help myself. I just really couldn't help myself. So I got it anyway because I I wanted it. And so I think we're just going to have to live with some bugs. But um, yeah, I don't know if that's my mods or if it's a bug or what's the deal, but that's a later me problem. Also, it makes me so happy that she plays in the bath. So we're just going to text Megumi and get another gig. Our other gig starts tomorrow morning, so we don't really have time to do anything else. So I figured, okay, we'll wait to maybe go out on the town with Megumi another day. Like maybe, I mean, we can have a day off anytime we want, right? Because we just don't queue up a gig. So we will have to see and maybe go out on the town with Megumi one night. Now that she's our only friend, we can make some more friends. And also, like I said, we've got the soulmate aspiration. So we're here at the Tinker's house anyway, and we are going to ask them about their preferences. They do not like guitar, and um, we're just going to ask them some more questions, what they do like. They don't like purple, which is what she told me when I asked her her favorite color. They do like storybook decor, and they do not like mission decor. So that is what is going on with them. And I was trying to ask them more questions, but it was just not showing up in my notifications. So I was just like, whatever. And we sent them home. Plus, it's starting to get late, and she has to go to the bathroom again. You know, needs are so annoying. Also, they don't like purple. Like, your walls are basically purple. So we are going to redo their living room, actually. And honestly, I don't really like the way it came out because this storybook decor is not the vibe of this house at all. But whatever. So I'm putting in a couch and a love seat. We'll use a coffee table here, and um, I'm just looking for different items. I'll put a end table next to the love seat, put a candelabra on it, and apparently this thing is storybook, so let's put it over there, except I deleted their fireplace, so I don't really know what I'm gaining by having a thing full of wood there. Also, that is supposed to go outside. So I'm adding in everything else because I want a TV. They need a TV. So I'm going to put in a TV and then also a fireplace. Apparently, a lot of the TVs are mission decor, which is strange. But I was going to use that TV console thing, whatever it is, but I actually decided to put a fireplace there instead, just because I feel like it's silly to have the wood and no fireplace. And I don't know. So I mean, the room isn't the worst that I've ever come up with, but it is not that cute. So we're just gonna have to accept that. Oh, I deleted that actually. So I added in the fireplace and then ended up deleting the wood thing because we went over budget. But anyway, so we are taking the pictures and inviting them back. So let's have them come back and see if they like it. So again, I was looking for other options besides reveal, but you can't do anything but reveal. So I click reveal and again, it sent me home. I was trying to look into the lesson for some, you know, guidance, but it's fine. So now we are here, and I thought that we were actually going to go inside with them, but I guess not. So yeah, it looks like they're going to do the thing, and then it just says go home. I'm not really sure what's up with that. Anyway, that is where we're going to wrap up for today. So we did 2 gigs today. We built our house, and we are going to queue up one more gig, which is going to the Pancakes household, actually. So we are going to queue that up, and We have two options, wow, of just a generic room renovation. So anyway, that was Ichka's first day here, or first week, I guess, several days. So we made a friend and we went to two gigs and we actually did well on both gigs. So I'm really happy about that, even though the rooms, were okay. So I think that it'll be fun. I wanted to use the regular game save file so that I could make all of the townies' homes look better, but now I'm realizing that maybe that's not going to be possible. But you know what? We're just going to wing it. It's going to be totally fine. Her bedroom came out okay, except for the fact that most of it is empty. So here we go, and we are just looking through our screenshots of everything that happened. We are at the Tinker's house, and I think you know what? It's not horrible. It's not horrible. It looks okay in this picture. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one.